Give it a minute to log on. This is an important video. We got dirty, filthy Aaron O'Toole talking about the four parties left in the Toronto Star today. They write quite the article. If you haven't seen it, possibly I guess I should have taken it and placed it in this video title. But everybody, hear this, and this is for you, Aaron O'Toole. And I tagged a friend of mine, Calvin James. He's an American Republican, became a Canadian a number of years ago. He's a businessman out west. I meet a lot of Republicans. What's interesting about Calvin, that's an alias because he's quite the individual and he's well known. We're not going to get into any of that, and I'm not going to compromise him. But he knows all about constitutionalism, as do many Republicans who move north to Canada and get into our system. Calvin has written a constitution for what would have been the Republic of Alberta. He did that. It's been published. Like I said, he's quite the individual. American, and Republicans of all Americans look at Canada and go, what the hey? This article, Calvin, you've got to read it, by Aaron O'Toole. Many Americans reach out to me to say what's going on with Canada. Joe Rogan's even done a whole podcast dedicated to it, the autocracy. What is Canada? For those Americans, especially Republicans who come north, live a life in Canada, become American Canadians, they find out real fast there's something deeply disturbing about even the Conservative Party. Aaron O'Toole tries to frame it as somehow he's different from the four left parties. Star writes an article where Aaron says, cancel culture, erasing Canadians' culture and heritage. Your culture and heritage? What is the soul of Canada? There isn't one. Our nation does not have a soul. America, Republican Canadians, Calvin James will tell you, he knows what the soul of a nation is. He comes from one. There is no soul in Canada. That's why he's done so much tremendous work since he got here many years ago. He's not the only one. Many go, what? And now, with the narrative I bring forward, backed up by none other than the United States, both Democrats and Republicans, and they are going, what's going on here? Now they start looking at things. Makes perfect sense. Aaron O'Toole tells all of you to believe in him. Come forward with your culture, Canadians. Aaron's the best choice. What is our culture? Colonialism, genocide, soulless nation, soulless people. And if you don't believe me, I have 205 constitutions throughout this world translated into English for all of you to go through to show you what the soul of a nation is. And guess what? Out of 205, only 3 exist that absolutely forego their sovereignty, give away the people entirely, and even one, which is Canada, gives away supremacy of God and replaces it with divinity of the politician. They're too chicken shit to even tell you that they're the crown. They blame a little old lady thousands of miles away who's barred from ever enacting anything against this country or imposing any government will whatsoever. Her father ended that before she even ascended. In fact, he died, she ascended, and she's never once governed Canada. Not a single day, not a minute. The Star goes on to back Aaron up about cancel culture and you Canadians, and what's important for you is what Aaron O'Toole champions. Well, let's talk about that, Aaron O'Toole. You say what's important is it absolute divinity of you, just like the left. Absolute you, the politician, over we, the people. We don't exist. First Nations don't exist. In fact, Your government perpetuated this since 1952, but you're somehow different. than all the other politicians. You were a military serviceman, Aaron O'Toole. You lying no good shame, disgusting individual in this country, leading a crap party of autocracy, telling the military the Queen is in charge of the military. Do you know everybody, the military personnel line up under what they think when you ask your average military personnel, when you go for a vaccine in one of those centers like I did, and you meet the military men enlisted, signed up, ready to get away, know what they tell you? The Queen ordered it. Queen Elizabeth II ordered me to take the vaccine. Police arrest people, you know, when they arrest people, they say, I'm sworn to Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. I'm under orders. That's what your average RCMP officer will tell you when you push in their face. Why are you arresting me? Why are you taking away my rights? Queen Elizabeth II ordered me. It's not true. It's not true at all, everybody. It's all a lie. There is no left and right, only pure, absolutely up here at the top of the pyramid. NDP, Liberal, Conservative, Green. It goes on and on. We can go PPC, Maverick. They're all run by Privy Council members, or those wishing to be, or at least by people sworn to the crown, which is absolutely divinity of the politician. Is not Queen Elizabeth II. She runs nothing. She runs nothing. We lease in Canada one British military badass from my home province. I've toured it. I've already got all my answers from absolutely all the British servicemen and women that are based there. Look it up, Canadians. I am not lazy. This is old. I did this work more than 3 years ago. 3 years ago. I'm going to go across Canada. I'm going to do the First Nations. I'm going to do so many military bases after, yes, I get my second vaccine. I will be in the face reporting back to you live, proving that Aaron O'Toole, Jagmeet Singh, Justin Trudeau, the list goes on and on. It won't matter. They're all filthy autocrats who think you're all shit. That's the reality. They use the military, they use the justice system, they compromise everybody. We are a perverted, disgusting nation that needs to be revamped. Give me the crown. In just a minority government, I will save this country in no less than 30 days. I will transform it like no individual human being can. I'm uncorruptible. Thank you. Have a great night.